Dear students, today we are going to read unit number 4. The name of the unit is From Mother with Love. And this unit has been written by Zoa Sherburne. Zoa Sherburne was born on 30th September 1912 and she died on 10th October 1995. She was an American author and most known for her young adult fiction. Sherburne was born in Seattle, Washington, and began writing in elementary school. Sherburne went on to be a very prolific writer, publishing over 300 short stories in a magazine, and she went on to publish 13 novels, which together have been translated into over 27 languages. One of her books, Stranger in the House, about a family dealing with the return of their mother from a mental institution, became a movie. Memories Never Die, which was published in 1982. Her novels often dealt with girls who are in difficult circumstances, coping with a mother's alcoholism, with the remarriage of a parent. Like her themes are based on the girls who are in difficult circumstances, coping with a mother's alcoholism and with the remarriage of a parent. So, it is a story of an intimate relationship between a mother and a daughter. And this story is based on mutual understanding and love. There are three characters: mother, father, and Minta. Mother name is Mary Hawley and father name is John Hawley. And Minta is their daughter. I'm not going to reveal the story, but I'm just going to tell you something, the background of it. Minta's mother became ill and Minta could not join Mary Hill, it is the name of her school, and missed her education. Like, what is the purpose? She could not join Mary Hill just because of the health of her mother. She is nostalgic about her mother and continues to express love to her by preserving her belongings like clothes and articles. So, this is the story which I have told you in a nutshell words, just for the purpose of you may understand the background. The purpose is not to only to read the story and make an understanding of it. You have to analyze the story elements as we usually do. We do not merely read the story just to enjoy, but we usually used to do the analysis of the story elements like characters, their relationship with other characters, and the events, plot, which means like the sequence of events in the story, and make an understanding of it, how the story elements, characters, events, plot, tone, and language. So you have to focus on all such things, including grammatical structures, vocabulary, and most importantly, figures of speech that we usually used to recognize and used to underline them so that in future we may not forget it. And while reading the story, you are also supposed to specifically notice the use of relative pronoun. And one of the most important things you have to notice furthermore is to recognize author's purpose and what is the point of view of author, and the point of view and the purpose of author and its effect on the different characters. As I have told you the name of characters, there are major three characters over here: Mary Hawley, John Hawley, and their daughter, that is Minta. Minta is the name of their daughter. So this is a story based on the three characters, three major characters. So let's get started with reading an explanation of the story. So I'm going to read the story and then explain to you all the difficult vocabulary words, and I'm going to explain all paragraphs to you. Okay, students, now you have to open your books. This is unit number 4 and page number 31. And this is a story from Mother with Love. I'm just going to read the first paragraph. The day that Minta Hawley grew up was a crisp golden day in early September. Afterwards, she was to remember everything about that day with a poignant clarity. She remembered the slapping sound the waves made, the pungent smell of the logs burning, even the gulls that soared and swooped overhead. But most of all, she remembered her father's face when he told her. It began like any other Saturdays, with Minta lying in bed an extra hour. Breakfast was always lazy and unhurried on Saturday mornings. The three of them in breakfast room, Minta's father engrossed in his paper, her mother flying around in a gaily colored household, mixing waffles and frying bacon. Minta setting the table. So first of all, you are supposed to write it down the meanings of difficult words. Poignant, it means awaking or voking regret. Voking regret. Pungent means having sharp taste or smell. Having sharp taste or smell. And slapping, like whooping sound. And the next two words, soared and swooped. These two words, I think you must have identified because these two words have been used in unit number 2, his first flight. This when the seagull was soaring and swooping. So soared means to fly high with little effort like a bird. And swooped again means to fly but downward. So soared means to fly high with little effort like a bird, and swooped means to fly downwards. And another difficult word would be gaily. Gaily means merrily or happily. Okay. And in the last line you may find like waffles and bacon. Waffles is pastry and bacon is a thin slice of meat made of something. Okay. So this story, when it begins with the introduction of Minta character, the opening of the story is enough to bring Minta as a main character of the story because the writer reveals her character as in the very first line, which I have underlined so that you could understand. Minta is basically a main character of the story, and how does the writer reveal her character? And says the day that Minta grew up was a crisp golden day in early September. So she was born on September, and that was a crisp golden day. And at the same time, the writer merges here a literary device which you must have recognized because I have also underlined it. And metaphorical device or figurative language that that the writer has used over here. And what is it? Yes, that is slapping sound. So with this, her simple language, which she has used in the very beginning, slapping sound. So the alliteration is used over here, which shows the author's grip and mastery over the language. So it was very fine Saturday as far as the story is concerned. And the story opens like this when it is a very fine Saturday morning when Minta was laying in her bed because it was Saturday morning and she was laying in her bed and she was resting it for a longer period of time. Then there are the introduction of three main characters and how they are introduced, like three of them are working. What they are doing, the main characters are doing something because father is busy in reading a newspaper. And what the mother is doing, yes, mother is frying bacon and she is also baking something. And what she is baking, yes, she is baking a pastry, while what Minta is doing, she is also setting the table. So this is the first paragraph in which the characters have been introduced and what they are doing, like the setting has been told to us what the characters are doing and what is the setting of the story.